23. She is on her way from Ethiopia to Dubai, where she's hoping to make her fortune as a housemaid in an Arab family.
ገንዘብን ማድረጋው አንደኛ ነገር ቤተሰቦችን ያው እረዳለሁ። ሁለተኛ ነገር ደግሞ ለኔ የሚሆነኝን ጥሩ ነገር እያደረኩኝ በቃ እንትን ማለት ማሻሻል መያያል።
Trongo is one of the 20,000 young Ethiopian women who flee to the glittering world of Dubai every year because at home they have neither work nor prospects. Today, there are 600,000 domestic servants living in the United Arab Emirates, where migrant workers account for 80% of the population. Al Maktoum International Airport in Dubai is the biggest in the world. For Trongo, it is the gateway to a better future. All she has with her is a small rucksack, her passport, and a mobile phone. Outside the terminal, she is intercepted by a middleman. First, he checks her identity. Then he takes her passport away from her. From now on, Trongo is at the mercy of Arab placement agents. Ethiopia, a few weeks earlier. Trongo's home village of Shoa lies 130 miles northeast of the capital, Addis Ababa. The plateaus in this region are 6,000 feet above sea level. The mountain slopes around Shoa are fertile, but there is not enough land to go round. Agriculture and animal husbandry cannot feed everyone. Here, women are traditionally responsible for the housework. They cook, gather wood and fetch water, guard the livestock, work in the fields with their husbands, and look after the children. Only one girl out of 3 attends elementary school. Over half of them are married before they reach the age of 18. Trongo went to school for 9 years, and although she is 23, she is still unmarried. Her family cannot afford vocational training or higher education for her.
በመጀመሪያ ማለት ነው ከአባቴ ጋር ነው ማለትም ያው ገንዘብ ምንም እሱ ስለሆነ እንትን ምንም ሰጠኝ የምሄድበትን ወጪ ምናምን እያለ ማለት ነው እና ስለዚህ በመጀመሪያ እሱን አማከሩት እና ለምንድን ነው አንቺ የምትሄጂው ትምህርትሽን ተማሪ እና እዛ ደግሞ ጥሩ አይደለም ይላሉ ከዛ አይ በቃ ግድ መሄድ አለብኝ አሉት ከዛ ያለ ደግሞ ለወንድሞቼም እዛው አማከሩኝ እንደገና ደግሞ ለጓደኛም ሁሉንም ነው ያማከረው በቃ አጠቃላይ
For 3 years, Trongo debated whether she should go or not. At first, her family was against the idea. They had heard horrifying stories about Dubai. But finally, Trongo got her way. Her father is almost blind and can no longer support his children.
ጥሩ ነገር ምን ለጥሩ ነገር ነው እንጂ ሌላ ምን ችግር አለ እንኳን እዚያ ምን የትም ሀገር ነው ጥሩ ነገር ነው ምን ይጠብቃል ሸጋ ሀገር ነው ምን ችግር አለ
The time has come to leave. Trongo doesn't know when she will see her family again, nor whether she will be able to keep in touch with them. There is no reliable mobile phone network in the area. To get to Addis Ababa, she walks 7 kilometers to the next bus stop. Her brother accompanies her. He will assist Trongo in finding an agent who can help her to get to Dubai. She wants to be independent and self-reliant. She is a Christian, and she knows that her destination is a strictly Muslim country. But she is adamant. She is aware that in Dubai she will have to conceal her body and adapt to an alien culture and a foreign language.
እኔ ታናሽ ነኝ የሁሉም ታናሽ ነኝ እንደገና ደግሞ ቤተሰብ አለኝ ሄጂ ቅድም ነው እንደውም እሱ አብረሽ ተቀመጪ ምናምን የሚል እኔ ደግሞ እዚህ መቀመጡን ብዙም አልፈለኩትም ሄጂ በድቆ አንደኛ ነገር እነሱንም ለወጣቸዋለሁ እኔም ራሱ ለወጣለሁ የሆነ እድገት ይኖራል ብዬ ስላስብ ነው እንጂ ራሴው ነኝ በቃ የወሰኑት ማንም ሄጂ ቅድም ያለኝ ነበር
Addis Ababa. With its 3.5 million citizens, the city is the key location for all those who want to try their luck on foreign labor markets. Yeshi Riska has been working for the United Hope Human Rights Organization for 6 years. She supports women who have fled from Dubai and tries to bring about political decisions. She herself was expelled from Dubai because her commitment made her unwelcome.
They are underpaid. They work 24/7. When they finish a job, they go to the second house. I saw a lot of girls getting abused, even getting killed, getting pregnant. So many things I saw, and I tried to bring it to the attention of the United Nations, but they say they don't have a mandate. Come on here.
Many of the human traffickers operate in the district of Mercato, where the young women from the villages all converge. They stay in cheap, overcrowded accommodation and approach employment agencies to get them a job in the Middle East. Many of these agencies have no license. The illicit trade with job seekers takes place in secret. Yeshi Riska is looking for illegal traffickers so that she can report them to the Ethiopian police. We accompany her with a hidden camera.
This whole area here is what the girls stay until they go to the Middle East. They pay 1 birr, 4 birr, 3 birr to spend the night. They put them here. What they say was right now they're all at the agencies, the embassies, or at the airline. The airline office, like the travel agents, also traffic. So they say right now it's hard to find the girls. The girls will come like at night, at 6, around that area. እንዴት ናችሁ? ተራራ የቆጣችሁ ነው እዚህ ምን እየገዛችሁ ወይስ ለምን የት ነው እንትን ገና ፎቶ እየተነሳችሁ ለምን የት ነው ያሰባችሁ? ኩዌት ኦኬ የትኛው በምን ኤጀንሲ ነው የምትሄዱት? ፋይዛ ኤጀንሲ ፋይዛ ኤጀንሲ Sudan Airways, Yemenia Airways, Ethiopian Airlines. Yemenia and Sudan Airways have a lot to do with taking those girls as well. The requirements is not fulfilled when they buy the ticket.
In Dubai, first of all, housemaids, they don't have a right. They're excluded from the labor law. The sponsorship and recruitment of employment setup is to fail. If a human being doesn't have a right, it's tough.
Shamsia is 27 and lives in Holeta, a small town 20 miles west of Addis Ababa. She has worked as a housemaid in the Middle East on 2 occasions. Both times she was maltreated, received no wages, and returned home destitute, owing money to her employment agency.
ካንዴም ሁለቴ ያውኒ ጉዳት ስላመዘነብኝ በህጋዊ መንገድ ብሄድ መርጣለሁ። የተጠቀምኩት ነገር የለም ጉዳት እንጂ ማለት ነው 11 ሺህ ብር አውጥቼ ምንም ይዤ መጣሁት የለም ባሉ
ይገሉኛል ያሉት ይገሉኝ ነበር ያለችው ሰዓት ሁሉ ንገሪያት ልትውጪ ስትይ
ያው ሴትዮዋ በጣም ኃይለኛ ናት አንደኛ ፎከስ ብታረገው ባሏ ምናምን ስታይ አንቺ የባሏን ለማየት አይደለም ስራሽን እንትን እሷ ግን የምትወስደው ያው ወደ ባሏ ነው እንዲ እኔ ሰውየውና እኔ እንዲ እንኳን ከመጣን እኔን በዚህኛው በር ሂጂ ብላ ነው ብዙ ጊዜ እንትን የምትለኝ ማለት ነው ምን ጣለው ጧት አብዛኛውን እሷ 11 ሰዓት መስጊድ ምናምን ይሄዳል እሷ ባያለኝ ታይብኛለች ስትር በቃ እንጣላለን በቃ በሰውየው ነው ከባዱ እንትን የምትነሳው ስራ ደግሞ ከመጠን በላይ ጧት ያጸዳሁትን ቤት እንደገና ታጸዳኛለች ያው የምግብ ሰዓት ራሱ ብዙ አትቆጣጠርልኝም በቃ በጣም ከባድ ነው እና ውሃ ምናምን ራሱ አፍልታ አንድ ጊዜ ልጨምርብኝ ነበር የፈላ ውሃ ማለት ነው ሴትዮዋ እና የፈላ ውሃ ልጨምርብኝ ስትል ኢትዮጵያኖች ነበሩ የሆነች ልጅ እሷ ጋር ሄጄ እንደዚህ ብዬ ለሴትዮዋ ባረብኛ ስነግራት ሴትዮዋ መጣ ሐራም ብላ አስታርቃን መልሳለች አሁን ከባዱ ጥላችን እዛ ነው የእሷን ቤት ስራ ሁሉ ከጨረስኩ ወዲህ ጓደኛዋ ጋር ሄዳ ታሰራኛለች ለምን ታሰረኛለች በሚል ተጣላን በቃ የዛን ሁለት ትኬት ቆርጬልሽ ሀገርሽ ልክሻለሁ አለች ላኪኛ
ቢሆንላት ስራ ብታገኝ በአገሯ ላይ ተቀምጣ በአገሯ ላይ ሰርታ መኖርን ነው የምፈልገው እዛ ሰው ሀገር ሄዳ ከመተሰቃይበት እሷ ግን ለምን ልጄንም አላሳድግም ቤተሰቤንም ለምን አልረዳም ለምን አልለወጥም ነው የምትለኝ
Shamsia has no alternative. She'll go back to earn money, like thousands of young girls who go to the Gulf states every year.
ግን ያው እዛ ሄደሽ የምትሰሪውና እዚህ የምትሰሪው አንድ አይደለም ያው ገንዘቡን አይቼ ያው ራሴን ሰርቼ ነበር
Dubai is the dreamland of limitless wealth. Not only fountains of water and oil spring up out of the ground, but also the highest buildings in the world. Here too is the gigantic Dubai Mall, the biggest shopping center on earth. The air-conditioned interior boasts the loveliest waterfall and the largest aquarium ever incorporated into a shopping mall. Dubai, the land of superlatives, is equipping itself for the time when the oil boom is over. Year after year, thousands of tourists and business people come flocking to the first-class hotels and consumer temples of this desert paradise. But the economic miracle on the Persian Gulf would never have been possible without the millions of cheap workers from Africa and Asia. At present, building work has slowed down. The financial crisis has dealt a crippling blow to Dubai's affluence. But there are still thousands of Pakistanis, Indians and Filipinos working a 60-hour week and more at temperatures of 50 degrees Celsius. Demands to improve their working conditions are studiously ignored. Society in the Emirate of Dubai is feudal through and through. Strikes are strictly prohibited. Despite the poor conditions for ordinary workers, hordes of new laborers arrive every day at Dubai's international airport. The plane from Addis Ababa brings a fresh cargo of human chattels, housemaids from Ethiopia. As the local placement agents collect their passports, the new arrivals wonder apprehensively what fate is in store for them. Their contracts commit them to spend 2 years here working for an Arab family, mostly behind walls and gates. As workers, they are much coveted in Dubai. They are obedient, undemanding and cheap. But at the end of the day, they are frequently expected to clean the houses of relatives and neighbors as well. They work till they drop, 7 days a week, for 120 euros a month. When they have had more than they can take, they run away. Their employers have confiscated their passports. Some end up in privately run illegal accommodation. We have found such a house with 5 young women who have escaped their employers' clutches. A 20-hour working day was the norm. They were given no wages and hardly anything to eat. They have no money to pay back what their families owe the recruitment agents, so they are afraid to return to Ethiopia. Now they are marooned in Dubai. They wish to remain anonymous for fear of the police. If they are caught in a raid, they will go to prison.
እና መሰራው ብዙ ስራ ነው ምግብ ማበስላለሁ
ቤት ማጠዳለው ልጅም አለ ደግሞ ልጅም መጠብቃል እና በቃ ሌላ ነገር ነው የሚፈልገው ደሞዝ ያልማይሰጠኝም የነበረው ምክንያት ከኔ ጋር ሌላ ነገር ስለሚፈልግ ደሞዝን ከልክሎኝ ነበር ያው ይመጣ ነበር ማር ቤት ድረስ ይመጣ ልጆቹ ይተኛሉ ጧት ነው የሚነሳው እሱ ቀድሟቸው መተኛበት ድረስ ይመጣል በቃ በመሰራበት ቦታ ይሄዳል እየተከተለኝ ነው የሚሄደው እሷ ስትነሳ ብቻ ነው የሚያቆመው ስራ ጫና ታረገብኝ ነበር ትቆጣኝ ነበር እሱ ሲኖር ምንም ነገር አትለኝም ትፈራዋለች እሱ ሲወጣ ግን ስራ ታበዛብኛለች ትቆጣኛለች አዎ ምንስተር ሙሉ ጠባቂ ይሰጠኛል ብዬ ነበር ደሞዜን አልሰጠኝም ሰው እስካገኝ ነበር የሚያስጠፋኝ ሰው በአጋጣሚ ልጅ ስልክ አግኝቼ ሰው ስልክ ሳገኝ
ለፈለጓቸው ስለሚያደርጉ የሚከራከርላቸው መንግስት ስለ እንደ ባሪያ አገዛዝ የድሮ ባሪያ አገዛዝ አለ አይደል እንደዛ አድርገው ነው ያዙት
ሰራ የነበረው ነው ከአምቤት አረብ ቤት ነበር እና ባልና ሚስቶች ናቸው 5 ልጆች አላቸው እና ቤቱ ስራ ይበዛብኛል እና ማለት ሴትዮዋ ማዳይ በጣም ተቃናለች በጣም ነው የምትቀናው ምግብ በጣም ተከለከለኝ ነበር ልብስ አለባበስ ላይ በጣም ተጽዕኖ ታሳድርብኛለች ልክ እንደዚሁ እንደለበስኩ ነው ምሰራው ጸጉሬ ምን አይገለጽም ሰውዬ ያስቸግረኛል ሴትዮዋም ደግሞ በጣም ተቀናሽ በጣም መጥፎ ነች እነሱም በጣም መጥፎ ነው ሁለቱም ብቻ ጥሩዎች አይደሉም እና ያስቸግረኛል ጓደኛዬ ልጠፋበት የሚቻለችው አንድ ምክንያት ይሄ ነው እሷንም ያስቸግራት ነበር እና ጓደኛዬ ማለት ነው ጓደኛዬ መታ አባራት በጨለማ ያ በጣም ትልቅ ማለት በጣም ትልቅ ተውስታ ጓደኛዬና መታ ታባራት በግምት ከሌሊቱ 2 ሰዓት አካባቢ ምናምን አባረረቻት እና ጓደኛዬ የትድረስ አላቅ ይሄ በጣም ትልቅ ተውስታዬ ነው
ንገር ሃይማኖት ታገሬ ወጣው ነገር 6 አመት ነው አልሰራውም 6 አመት ነው በቃ ከእጅ ወደ አፍ ነው ሶስተኛው ነገር ደግሞ በያዝ እስር ቤት በሽታ አለ በሽተኛውን ጤነኛውን ማብረው ቀላቅለው ነው የሚያስሩት
Human rights organizations estimate that there are 400 runaway housemaids in Dubai's prison outside the city gates. Young women who have not fulfilled their contracts. Once they are caught, they're put behind bars, even if they have run away for being maltreated or raped. Housemaids have no chance of discrediting the statements of their employers. Only those with a valid return ticket are set free and packed off to their home countries. So far, the powers that be in Dubai have stubbornly refused to concede housemaids even minimal rights of protection.
ያቺ ልጅ በጣም ጓደኛዬ ናት ደውላኔ ጋር ማለት ኬት እንድናቀርብላት ምን እንደምንላት ስትነግረኝ ያለው በሽተኛ ከጤነኛ ጋር አንድ ላይ ነው ታሰረው እና የሚደፈረው ነገር እንዴት ነው ደግሞ ፖሊሶች ናቸው ብዙ ጊዜ እንጂ እስረኛ ወንድና ሴት የተለያየ ነው አንድ ቦታ ላይ ይታሰር ብዙ ጊዜ ጠባቂዎች ናቸው እሱ ላይ ያደርጉ የሚችሉት እና በቃ የቅርቤ የሆነች ልጅ ናት ይሄንን ነገር HIV በሽተኛ አለ ተላላፊ በሽተኛዎች አለ አሁን በመንግስት በህግ ደረጃ ብታይ ባለም አቀፍ ደረጃ በሽተኛ ከጤነኛ ጋር አብሮ መታሰር የለበት ምን እኔ ነው
Although their little jobs hardly paid enough for them to keep body and soul together, the women collected clothes and money for a plane ticket to get their friend out of prison. Back in Ethiopia, to pay the placement agents, most families sell off land or livestock. Others borrow money at extortionate interest rates. Then one day, their daughters are back in Addis Ababa, up to their ears in debt, abused and traumatized. Chongo has heard the stories told by these women, but she still wants to go to Dubai. On the way there, she can stay with her aunt in Addis Ababa.
ብዙ ሰዎች ከኛም ጋር ምናምን እየሄዱ ማለት ነው በቃ ራሳቸውን ተሻሽለው አርገው እንደገና ደግሞ ቤተሰባቸውን ተጠቅመው በጣም ተሻሽለው ነው የሚኖሩት እና እንደዛ ራሱን ተሽሎ እኔ ራሱ እዛኮ ብሄድ ለወጣለሁ ብዬ አርጋለሁኝ ብዬ ወሰን
Chongo's Aunt Tulu lives with her 4 grandchildren in one room with a hot plate in the corner. 2 of her own daughters work as housemaids in Bahrain and Kuwait. She has nothing good to say about their employers.
ያኔ ጸልይላታለሁ በቃ በተረፈ ስትደውል አበረታታታለሁ በምትነግረኝ ነገሮች ያው ለኔ ነው መጀመሪያ ቅድሚያ የምትደውለው እዚህ ቅርብ ለኔ በምትነግረኝ ነገር አስረዳታለሁ ተጠንቅቀሽ ሳትዞሪ ሰው ሳታምኒ አርፈሽ ስራሽን ስሪ ነው ማለት ደሞ ልጅቷም እንደዚህ የምትቀበዘበዝ ወጣ የምትል አይደለች እና ያንን በትክክል የሰራችበትን ብር ለቤተሰቦቿ እንድትልክ መከራታለሁ እዛ እንዳታስቀምጥ
And Tulu worries about the future for Trungo. She feels responsible for her.
በጣም ክፉ ናቸው በጣም ይጨቁናሉ ስልክ እንድትደውል አይሰጧትም ልጅቷ እንደውም በጣም ቻይ ሆና ለኔ ብዙ ተደባውን ራሱ መታዚ ለሌሎቹ ዘመዶቻችን ስትነግር ለኔ የነገረችኝ ነገር የለም በቃ ሌለች እና ተመርራ ምን ብላ አሰቃይተዋት ሚስት እያለው እሷን ያስቸግራታል በጣም መጥፎ ነው ጥሩ አይደለም አለች አሁን የሄደችበት ሀገር እንግዲህ በቃ ከዛ ይሻላል ብላ እየኖረች ነው እንደውም ባለፈው ያዘኝ ብላ ነበር እኔ ተመለሽ ስላት አይ አልመለስም እዚሁ ይችላል ቺዬ እኖራለሁ አለች እና ክፎች ናቸው በርግጥ አረቦች ጨከን ይላሉ
In Ethiopia, about 45% of the population are Orthodox Christians, including Trungo. Many of the housemaids convert to Islam at some point. It makes working in Arab countries a little easier. For the last time, Trungo prays to her Christian God. She believes that prayers can protect her. Trungo and her brother set off to meet the agent at one of only 2 state-recognized placement agencies for Dubai.
ይሄኛው ላይ ስም አለ ቀን አለ ፊርማ አለ ሙዩ ከዛ አንብልሻለሁ እንግሊዝኛ ትችያለሽ እንዴ ጥሩ ኦኬ አሁን የፈረምሽውን አንብልሻለሁ ልበውና ስሚ እኔ ዳሽ ማለት ያው ትሩንጎናት ማለት ነው በሚስጥር ላይ የሚመጣ ችግር ሙሉ ለሙሉ ድርጅቱን የሚያመለክት እንዲያውም ድርጅቱ ያወጣውን ወጪዎች ተጓዥ ግለሰብ ሊሸፍኑ ተስማምቼ ዶክመንት ሰጥተውኛል የሚል ነው አሁን የፈረምሽው ማለት ነው ሌላው ምንድነው አብዛኛዎቹ አረቦች በእንትናቸውም ሊሆን ይችላል እንትናቸው ጨዋታሞች ናቸው ወንዱም ሴቷም ጨዋታም ናቸው ለምን ጮሽ ምናምን ነገር ማለት አንችልም እዛ ስቴጅ ደግሞ በእነሱ ሀገር ስርዓትና ደንብ መሰረት ነው ተሳሉ ማለት ነው እዚህ ጋር ታሳዩ የነበረው ባህሪ እዛ ጋር ምናልባት ለነሱ የማይፈቀድ ሊሆን ይችላል ወይ በራቁት በሱሪ ምናምን ነገር መሄድ ለነሱ ደስ ላይላቸው ሙስሊም ናቸው ሙስሊሞች ደግሞ ምንድነው ባህላቸው መከና ነው አዎ ለዚህም ዝግጁ ነሽ ከኛም ብትገለገሉት ነገር አለ ከኛ ግልጋሎት የምታገኙት ኤድስ ማን ነው ከዚህ ወስዶ ስራ ማስገባት ስራ አስገብቶ ደሞዝ በስነ ስርዓቱ ማስከፈል ጤና ስብህና ሐዋላ ከኛ ማግኘት ትችላላችሁ መቼ የኮንትራት ዘመናችሁ እስካለ ድረስ ማለት ነው ይሄ ኮንትራት ዘመናችሁ የሁለት ዓመት ከ45 ቀን ነው
Later we learned that Trungo had to pay a fee of 6,000 birr, 340 euros. Although state-recognized agencies are not allowed to charge such fees. Yeshi Risker of the United Hope Human Rights Organization has been campaigning for years against such practices. But she says a recognized agency is still better than an illegal one. That is why she takes her young charges to the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs. Here they can find a list of registered agencies for the Middle East. With a legal agency, the women are supposed to have more rights and have promised they can change their employers and receive regular pay. But in the course of our entire investigations, we never came across one housemaid whose placement abroad was protected in any way.
የት ነው የሚለው ከተማ ይላል።
በየክልሉ በሬዲዮም በዜና በየክልሉ ቢለጠፍ ምናምን ጥሩ ለመሰለሽ አሁን እንደኔ አይነት የድሃ ልጆች አሉ ወጥተው መስራት እየፈለጉ እነዚህ ወጥ ደላላዎች ብር ካቅማቸው በላይ ብር ስለሚጠይቋቸው በዛ ምክንያት እዚህ ይቀርባሉ እና በዛ ምክንያት ይሄ ነገር አሁን በጣም ጥሩ ነው።
There is a lot of promotion needed with the government, as United Hope as an NGO, as well as the agencies themselves. We have suggested in so many places like to have advertisements. In Holata, we have talked to the administration office where we can put all the lists instead of coming all the way down here, so they could be in their area to call.
For many years, Yeshi Riska has been haranguing the Ethiopian authorities to bolster the rights of these women. The public information officer of the Ministry of Labour and Social Affairs agrees to make an official statement.
ኢትዮጵያ ሰፊና ድንግል በጣም እምቅ የሆነ የተፈጥሮ ሀብት ያላት ሀገር ናት። ይሄ የምታየው አነስተኛው ጥቃቅኑ ድንጋዩ ኮብሉ መጥረቡ ሁሉ ሰውን እንጀራ እያበላ ነው። በዙ 2-3 ዓመት እየገፋ በሚሄድበት ጊዜ ውስጥ ሀገር ላይ ተስፋ አለ። በምንም ተአምር ሄዶ ህይወትን ማጣት አማራጭ ሊሆን አይችልም። ድህነት በራሱ ምንድነው? የቁሳቁስ አይመስልኝም፣ ማስተሳሰብ ነው።
It is patently clear that these young women cannot rely on support from the government.
Educating society is a master key. The Ethiopian government must sign first a bilateral agreement that if a girl is going to go work abroad there, if anything happens, the government will cover it. We discussed about this with the Ethiopian government as United Hope and other organizations, that we need to sign a bilateral agreement. They said we ask all the Middle Eastern countries to come forward and sign an agreement, a bilateral agreement. The only country have signed is Kuwait.
At present, however, the housemaids have no choice but to entrust their fates to these shady operators. The time has come. Trungo leaves for Dubai, a place she knows nothing about. She doesn't even know what she will be doing there. No one has told her that one has to cross the ocean to get there, that this city is growing faster than any other before it, that the mountains there are leveled to build artificial islands. Trungo is not just traveling to another country, but to another world.
Some electronic equipment may interfere with aircraft systems and must be switched off when the seatbelt sign is on for takeoff.
It's 4 a.m. Trungo has finally landed in this self-styled paradise. She too wants to profit from its blessings. $100 a month. If she's lucky, maybe even $120. This is the current price for slavery. We arrive at the terminal with a hidden camera. A middleman intercepts Trungo and takes her to one side. Shortly afterwards, he takes her passport away from her. From now on, she will do whatever she is told. She still has a mobile phone in her bag. We gave it to her so that she can stay in touch. But after that, we hear nothing more from Trungo. She has been swallowed up by the huge metropolis. All our attempts to contact her have failed. Days later, she is still not answering our calls. Her phone has probably been confiscated by the agent or her new employer. We set off in search of Trungo. We want to spare her the fate that thousands of other housemaids have suffered before her. The agency that got Trungo to Dubai refuses to disclose her whereabouts. So we travel to an area where the Christian churches are allowed to practice their religion. For many housemaids, these are the only places they can go to. At 2-hour intervals, different ethnic groups or churches celebrate their religious services. In the afternoon, it is reserved for Indians and Filipinos. We are told that the African churches get their turn in the evening. We come up against a wall of mistrust and fear. Talking to foreign journalists is a risk that no one wants to take. Government informers are lurking everywhere. Foreigners who go public with their criticism in Dubai are out on their necks. We are told to leave the premises at once. We also have to hand over a cassette full of recording. We return to the hotel without having achieved anything. And we have a sneaking suspicion that our investigations have not gone unnoticed. There's a car following us. During our undercover filming in the next few days, we also sense that we are being watched. Finally, our interpreter is threatened and takes to his heels. Then we know for sure that we're under surveillance. The next day, we send our tapes to Germany via courier. Shortly before our departure, we send off another parcel with copies of the material. Back in Germany, our worst fears are confirmed. All the film material has been expertly deleted. The second parcel with the copies has also been destroyed. We refuse to be intimidated and start a second attempt. 3 weeks later, another film team flies to the Gulf disguised as package tourists. Our aim is to find Trungo and to prevent the authorities in Dubai from suppressing uncongenial information. On arrival, we are given a tip-off. A severely injured Ethiopian housemaid is about to be sent back home. We film with a hidden camera. An ambulance appears with a young woman who fell while doing the housework and since then has been paralyzed on one side. She only got hospital treatment because a medical association assisted her, but she remains paralyzed. After the accident, her wages were stopped. She is in complete despair. Crippled, uninsured, and absolutely destitute, she is being packed off home. Waiting for her are her children and parents, who are totally dependent on her support. The dream of a better life in Dubai has turned into a lifelong nightmare. Although the prospects of our success are remote, we continue with the search for Trungo. Again, we are given a tip. A few miles from Dubai, in the Emirate of Ajman, there are a number of placement agencies that organize the transfer of housemaids from all over the world. Perhaps someone there knows what has become of Trungo. The plan is risky because these agencies operate in a grey zone, somewhere between job recruitment and human trafficking. But they do collaborate with the state authorities. Again, we use our hidden camera. We pretend to be looking for a housemaid ourselves and search the catalogs for a photo of Trungo. But the first agency we approach specializes in Asian housemaids. The agency next door deals with Ethiopian girls, but unfortunately they have no file on Trungo. Importing a housemaid costs about 700 euros in agency fees, plus visa charges from the immigration authority. These are extremely expensive. This is how the state cashes in on the placement business. The 120 euros a month the girls earn are the smallest item on the agenda.
24 years.
Okay.
And this one, 21 years.
Okay. And how long do they stay with me?
2 years.
And if they want to go earlier, what's...
If they are not finished contract 2 years, they must pay plane ticket from their salary.
Okay.
That's why they must finish 2 years contract.
Okay. And how many working hours do they have?
It's up to you. It's family house.
Okay.
Family house. It's housemaids. It's family house.
Do you do health insurance for them or something like that? Okay. Ethiopians, do they work well?
Well, they listen also.
Yes. They're afraid. Why are they afraid? They're afraid of being sent back, or?
What are they afraid? If you send back, she loses her job. But she needs money. Survive her family also her.
The next stop in our search is the Ethiopian embassy in Dubai. Again, we film with a hidden camera. We have often been told that if Ethiopian girls have trouble with their employers, the last thing they can expect is assistance from their own compatriots, although there are hundreds of such incidents every year. Instead of offering the fugitives protection or aid, the embassy cooperates with the local authorities. We decide not to conduct an official interview here. It might make us suspect. 1 block further away is a branch office of the Philippine embassy. Here we discover that things can be different. The embassy has set up an emergency hotline for Filipino girls on the run and supports them as best it can. Quite by chance, we witness such an emergency.
And I needed my money for this one now. I'm sorry.
2 housemaids have taken refuge in the embassy. Their employers are livid.
And will come how many times now? Look what's happening. Why like this? Why like this? I could know. No, I need my money. One man needs for me.
The girls only work 6 weeks before they run away, so their employers want the embassy to reimburse them for the agent's fee.
Madam, make it cooking and give me put inside your mouth.
Mary Sinangan heads the social affairs department of the Philippine embassy. She does her best to stay calm.
After me, not 1 month.
The conflicts are always the same, and settlement is impossible.
Wait me and you go.
Overlong working hours, insults, beatings, and often no wages. The employers always think they are in the right.
She don't give us food. When we serve the food in the table and then they finish eating, we put in the plate the leftover so we can eat. Whereas only 3 hours. 5 o'clock in the morning we wake up again, and then when she wake up 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, she's shouting again to us, "You're not good again." Before I'm fat, I'm 78 kilos. More than 1 month working her. We finished 1 month. She said, "You have no salary anymore." I really want to go back to Philippines. To taking care of my kids, sir.
I think so. It's part of the culture. Because it's really different from ours. Because in our country we call our housemate kasambahay. It's like in English, it's the meaning is like a family. Like a family, so it's an extended family, like an extended family. But here we observe that they are treated as servant. They call them servant, like a slave. So they have to work so many hours, and then the food also. Sometimes 1 meal a day only. Some of the ladies complain that they only were allowed to eat 1 meal a day, in between only water and the bread. Your sponsor was
Every day, Mary Sinangan receives distress calls. The Philippine embassy operates an emergency accommodation facility for runaways. At present, there are 130 girls living there under one roof. They can only go home if someone gives them the money